What number is compelling enough for you to change your behavior? Is the number 1%, as in the chance of winning a raffle? Is the number 51%, as in the winner of a presidential election? Is the number 82%, as in the effectiveness of a vaccine against disease? Is the number 90%, as in the chance of rain before you even take an umbrella out with you? How about 100%? What if you saw enough cases of something that you currently do and then saw a different way that was better 100% of the time? Would that be enough to change your behavior? As you are probably aware by now, we believe that data tells a story, and the more data you have, the more accurate the story. The bookends in our business have always been the same. At one end is the need to do whatever is reasonably possible to not allow customers to run out of fuel, while at the other end is the need to be sure that deliveries are not so small that they require too many deliveries to be made over the course of the year. Calculating the cost per delivery, the gallons delivered per hour, the cost to deliver a gallon, and the miles driven per delivery have always been and always will be important. There we are again, back to the data. If there were a way to increase the size of your deliveries, lower your wage expenses, and get rid of some trucks, all without increasing the likelihood of runouts, I would think that may be something that was worth looking at and might be interesting to you, no? But how sure would you have to be that it would work? How much data would you need to embrace such a beneficial change? Capacity is a major issue, and as your delivery sizes increase and your costs fall, you will end up creating excess capacity to add customers and volume without needing to further add to your fleet. We have a number of clients who have started to use this, quote, new way. We call it ADEPT, and we still have many who have not yet started to. The reasons that they haven't started yet generally fall into one of a few categories. First, well, I can do better at my deliveries. I just need to do X, Y, or Z. Second, I don't believe that it would work better than what I'm doing, also known as, but you don't understand my customers, my staff, well, you can fill in the blank. Third reason, it sounds good, but I'm just too busy with other initiatives. And the fourth, it just sounds too complicated. My employees couldn't handle it, and anyway, my father just did fine without it. We took delivery histories from a very broad group of heating oil dealers. We looked at the same information from each of them to have a level playing field. We looked at full calendar years worth of deliveries into automatic 275-gallon tanks. We covered over 50 companies, more than 325 combined years of deliveries, about 4 million individual deliveries, and greater than 600 million gallons that were delivered. The results were very telling. All companies were very stable as to their delivery sizes year to year. As an example, if you look at this one, the first one we looked at had 6 years of data with averages of 142, 142, 147, 149, 143, and 148 gallons. If you averaged all of the deliveries together, over 500 million gallons delivered, the number comes out to 143.55 gallons per delivery, roughly 52% of the full 275-gallon tank size. You undoubtedly are somewhere in that area. The chart shows the averages by company in red, as well as the results of ADEPT planning in blue. A quick sampling of clients that have adopted our new solution, ADEPT, have had the following averages through the first quarter of 2021. 171 gallons, 176, 184, 190, 194, with over 150,000 ADEPT deliveries being made so far. ADEPT delivery sizes were larger than 100% of all companies. ADEPT delivery sizes were about 28% larger than all companies. ADEPT's worst performer was better than the best year that any other company had. In other words, ADEPT in 2021 is better than 100% of the 325 comparison cases. If 100% is a number that doesn't impress you, please stop with this video, as we're going to look at answering the questions that were posed above. The first being, I could do better at my deliveries if I just did X, Y, or Z. Well, why aren't you? If it were easy, you would do it. If it were so obviously beneficial to the bottom line, you would do it, so why not? Maybe you don't know exactly how. Maybe it would take too much effort. Maybe your competition isn't forcing you to yet. Our solution is automated in a way that is very easy. We do the lifting, the calculations, the back office system integration, and we set up the delivery process with very little change on your end. You do the delivering and you achieve the benefits. I don't believe that this would be better than what I am currently doing, also known as you just don't understand my exact situation. You need to understand that it would be impossible for us to improve above 100%. If you think that your numbers are so different than 325 years worth of data that we covered, let's have a conversation. Maybe you are the one who will move us from 100% to only being better than 99%. It sounds good, but I'm really busy with other initiatives. Running a successful company is very difficult. Getting the new onboard computers or trading the new customer service reps on how to get customers on a budget are both very important initiatives. However, how many of them will give you a proven double-digit bounce in your profitability? You might have other initiatives, but are they really more important? Aside from that, our integration takes somewhere between a few hours and only a day or two. So we can have you back to your other initiatives in no time. It just sounds too complicated. My employees couldn't handle it. And anyway, my father did just fine without it. It is not complicated. Actually, in many ways, it's nothing new. We optimize like you would optimize. We look at data like you would look at data. We have the ability to look at a lot more data than you can, and we have a proprietary set of algorithms that process information faster and, dare we say, better. As to your father, we have always found that founders were very innovative and always sought out the best technology of their day. Your father or grandfather or grandmother or aunt didn't use ADEPT because it didn't exist, not because he or she wished to be less efficient. Is 100% enough for you to make a change? Are you impressed? Maybe you should talk to us.